difficulties for Allah's sake. Any difficulty in this way is a mercy. You're still not waking up yet. And Allah is saying, you face difficulty. Why are you not smiling? I gave you 100 things, you smile. Sweet. I gave you one thing that is bitter, and you start to doubt me. People are doing that. So anything, difficulty you're going to say, Ya Rabbi, shukr, may this burn all my sins. May it clean me. Headache you have, go to that. Don't go doctor. Don't say doctor first. You have a toothache, you have any pain that's coming to you, you say, Alhamdulillah, Allah is cleaning me, shukr. Then you may say what I need to do. So many, they forget. A little bit of pain, they forget. Then why we are in this way? What do you want as a reminder? What? You want nice carpet, nice this, to remind you of Allah? Don't worry, we have that too. But I'm seeing it's not even pleasing you. We are so far away also that you put in a nice place that reminds you of that, your heart is going to. So it is the heart again. It is not the place, it is the heart. It is the heart. The heart, in the heat and in the cold, they will remember Allah. In the pain, they will remember Allah. And in comfort, they'll be so happy and grateful. In ease, they'll be so happy and grateful that everything else they forget. All the bitterness they forget. They forget. They say, like a child, you know. They were in pain, they were crying, you give them chocolate. They forget right away where we are. Where we are. Are we like that? We should train yourself to forget. Train yourself to forget. Have the food in front of you, forget about everything else. Allah is feeding you today. Yes, maybe we should speak a little bit more open. You have health. You go to the toilet. Be happy. Be thankful. More you should start to meditate on your own dirtiness. The Shaykh Effendi is saying, we prepare the best food, spend so much time cooking, growing, eating the most nice things, and we turn it to become the most disgusting thing inside of us. The Ahli Ahirat, the Ahli Jannat, they start thinking like that. Then when in Jannat, whatever they eat is not going to come out with dirtiness, the opposite. Roses and oud and musk will come from them. So you must think, what are you going to produce? What are you going to give? Ayat is saying you must have goodwill, good manners. It is so closely related to everything else. It is important. People different here and there, we understand. I'm not asking everyone to be like, this American cults. You know how you know it's an American cult? We have so many, cult in America is not illegal, by the way. So many people call us a cult and we say, so what? Is it against the law though? Right? We say, it's not. You know what is the difference? You go to a place where American cult is, everyone has a fake smile on their faces, plastered on their faces. We have one place here, close by. We go there sometimes, we drink soup. We look at each other, we wink. But they are very fake. Welcome. They are pushing so hard to have this veneer, just a surface of being so nice, But they didn't deal with all the problems behind. So this is fake. It falls down just like that, very easily. You poke them a little bit, they crumble. You poke them a little bit, they get angry. But their face, like smiling like this all the time. It's very weird. We don't even call each other brother or sister because it carries, as Chef, and he says, it carries so much heaviness in that. To say, you are my brother means everything is for you, I will die for you. We haven't reached that station yet. Of course, we're not one of those weird places where we talk to women and we say sister. You don't talk, you don't even look at them. Those who are breaking the laws of Allah, heavy punishment is going to come to them. There's some even weirder, I've heard, American style. Man and woman, they got married, they still talk to each other like Wahhabi. Instead of saying husband or wife, or John, or how you say? Wife, Turkish, how you say? Hanım. They say to each other, because they're Wahhabi kind, they come into Islam, they say, how are you, brother? I'm okay, sister. I witnessed it myself. The important thing is the heart. If the heart is smiling, it will show. If the heart is smiling, you don't have to smile here all the time, but it will show. You must have good manners. You must get along with each other. At the end of the day, people come here, people come because of some very high, holy idea coming closer to Allah. But they leave because of some very stupid, low reason they leave. This one say one word to me. This one look at me like this. This one didn't help me. Nobody loves me. Nobody cares. What happened? What happened to your high ideal? Why are you busy with people now? Look, is your Lord happy? If your Lord is happy with you, which you came looking for your Lord, no? If your Lord is happy with you, then who cares what people say? If your Shaykh is not happy with you, that is a rahmat. Because he's exposing characteristics that you need to correct to become better. People entering into tariqat also thinking, I have to run, I have to make my Shaykh happy all the time, I don't care what it is. They start competing with one another. They start stepping and stabbing the backs of one another. They start forming alliances with one another. They start making fitna. This is called fitna. This is wrong. So many who are busy with that because they don't have a real job. They don't have a mission. They have too much free time in their hands. It's going to come back. People saying, I don't like this one. I don't trust this one. You are following a Shaykh. The Shaykh is treating everyone like this. You don't judge. Later you're going to say, first you're going to say, oh, I love the Shaykh, but the people, they are like this, and they are always like this. But this is people. This is this tariqat. This is the tariqat that diseases will be exposed, and you have to deal with it. There's not the tariqat like a cult. You push it all the way down, and you have a plaster smile on your face, but you don't deal with reality. First they say, oh, I love the Shaykh, but I have problems with everyone. Then they start questioning, well, is the tariqat that promotes this, lets this to happen, is this even haq? Later they're going to say that Shaykh is not haq. It always goes like that. Why you don't go one step further? What are you trying to look for? Western language, they say utopia, right? Not utopia, metopia. Everyone thinking about me, not you. Why are you suddenly to be sucked into this idea? You enter to tariqat, you want everyone to be the same, this is called a cult. is like the person entering into a hospital and saying, I know this is a place that makes everyone to become better. And I want to become better, and I want to learn how to make others to become better too. After 6 months, he says, this place, this hospital is filled with diseases. Let me get out of here. You understand how stupid it is? Do you understand how stupid it is? You understand how Shaitan can fool you? What do you want? You want paradise? This is not paradise. Why don't you go one step further to say, to reject Islam? You should. Why don't you go one step further to reject Risalat and the Sahabiyat too? Because Sahabis also have differences with one another. The Shias, they're caught up with that. 1,000, they're still not finished with that. What are they busy with? Gossip, fitna. You know what this one said? You know what this one did? Nothing they say is logical. And it is not something that makes you to think, to become logical, to think. It's only making you to feel. What does it make you feel? Love for others? Acceptance and forgiveness of others? No, cursing others. Cannot wait. We cannot wait for Mahdi alayhi salam to come to bring down the oppressors and to establish Islam. They cannot wait for Mahdi alayhi salam to come and to punish all the Muslims. So why don't you go one step further to say, even amongst the Sahabis there were differences. There are private differences and there are public differences. And amongst the Sahabis, those who are not Sahabis, there were also hypocrites. That Hazrat Ali allowed them to live. You think he stand up for haq all the time in your own egoistic way. He allowed them to live. The war between him and Hazrat Aisha and Hazrat Muawiyah is because of that. They say you have to act. These are the wrong ones. And he says, leave them alone. I know what I'm doing. I'm the Khalifa. And you think it is so easy now to have people, different characters, different educational background, different cultures, different nationalities, to come together and to live in this way, not to come once a week or once a month, every day to see each other and to worship and to get along and to build. What are we building? We are building the kingdom of Haqq. What are we aiming for? To bring down Batil. So our aim is much bigger than ourselves too. You think it is easy to do that? If it's not coming with divine support. And people are getting very childish, very stupid. So what is it that you want from Tariqat? Oh, you want those saint stories to happen to you. You want to witness miracles and like cults, you want to experience bliss all the time. They said that smile is like bliss. What's wrong with you? Are we not learning anything from our Prophet, from the Sahabis, from the Tabi'ins, from the Ottomans? This is how you get yourself out from yourself. We are in that century where we worship ourselves. If you don't worship yourself, you don't look at yourself too much important. You give value to your Lord and your Creator and what He gives value. That time He gives value to you. But you don't worship yourself. So whatever happens to yourself too, you say, it's okay, it's only a little bit. It's only a little bit. You're not going to be so easy like a balloon, blowing yourself up, and then one little needle coming, poop, you finish, you explode. Our murids must wake up to this. Like Shaykh Maulana is saying, like Shaykh Ahmed is saying, that the hadith is saying, lions. A lion is not going to get emo when other lions roar at them, or they get bit a little bit, or they go to a corner and start licking their wounds. Who does that? A cat or a tilki. Yes or no? Do we want to be like children? Children are lions. They get hurt, you give them a candy, they're okay. They fight, next minute, they're okay. They can go out in the hot sun because they're happy. They can go out in the deepest cold because they're happy. And they're running, they're looking for that happiness. They don't go to the hot sun or the snow looking for sadness or looking for negativity. They're looking for happiness. And Allah loves the happy servants. What are we looking for? You want to find sadness? Go ahead, be my guest. We must look for the happiness of Allah. That we must look, what is it that we do that Allah will be happy with us? And happiness is a state of the heart. It's the heart. Everything you touch then with that happiness, it will become gold. So, we must not fall back into disbelief. That is one of the meanings. We came from that darkness, we must not fall back into that. Like I said, we come here looking for Allah. We must not leave because of our ego or other people's ego. If you want to leave, let's say, let Allah tell you to leave. Yes, you can. That time Allah will tell you to leave to go somewhere else for His sake, and He has bigger plans for you. Like the Sahaba Kiram, they had to leave Medina and Mecca. No? But they didn't leave because they get upset, they got hurt. They said, no, they had to leave because the mission has to continue. So say, yes, what did we do today for the sake of Allah? What did we do today to make Allah happy? What did we do today to make our ego to be sad? What did we do today to bring kufr down? What did we do? What did we do to bring unbelief down? You know what Shaykh used to do every night? After giving sohbats. And it's not every night that he gives sohbat. Not every night he's going to give intense sohbat. Some nights he'll just read poetry. Some nights he'll just tell people to crack jokes. Some nights he will just sing. Yes? Some nights he'll look at some grouchy old woman and he poke them, making them to lose control. And then he laugh and then they laugh. This is all sunnat, by the way. But after every night, he says, one more night. One more night. Alhamdulillah, we broke the back of shaitan because we are not busy with fitna. We are not cheating and lying and being, worshipping inside this system. We are outside of it. One more night, shaitan's backbone is broken. And then he'd walk to his house, we'd look at the stars every night. Maybe you guys are ready after 10 years. Maybe after 10 years I say, now we have enough, we have enough, we have enough. Now we can continue. Because I'm not going to imitate, copy, just like that. Especially when, even Hazrat Isa, Ruhullah, he says, don't throw pearls in front of pigs. We get rid of our pig characteristic, then that time we appreciate what the jewels that our Shaykh is giving to us. You understanding? وَمِنَ اللَّهُ تَوْفِيقَ الْفَاتِحَةِ. Assalamu alaikum.